It's teaser.
Family, I'm so glad you can join me again here on the Roaring 30s. This is your girl Colette Alethea, and I'm so happy when you join me. Like, it's a thing. It's always a thing. I'm always happy. So thank you so much for giving me your time. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to be talking about my vision board, which is behind me. And as you can tell, it's empty. And it's empty for a reason. And I'm going to explain while I eat this bowl of wache. And wache is... Don't come for me. For what I know, it's from Ghana. They eat it in Ghana, but I'm sure. I heard the Hausa people, actually. I could be wrong. Or people from northern Ghana. It's really their dish. It's a dish that's eaten right across Ghana. My wache is dry. Okay. Wache is beans and rice, or like a black eyed peas and rice. So my wache is a little bit on the boring side because I can't really eat stew. I can't really eat anything spicy. I can't eat anything tomato based because of my stomach, the sensitivity of my stomach. So please don't come for me in the comments. I usually eat wache with plantain, but I didn't have time today. Actually, I only have about 10 minutes to record this video. So I just warmed this up really quick, and then I have to run out and go grab my mom from her adult day programming. So don't come for me, please. Thank you. I explained. So what happened to my original vision board? Well, my original vision board, I made it back in I would say early January. And I won't lie to you, I was a little bit stuck while making it, and this is why. This is good. I love it. I was stuck because I felt like I was creating a vision of myself of what I thought I should have and where I think I should be at this age. And as some of you might know, I read this book called The Four Agreements. It totally mashed me up. But it's a good read. It's a good book. And basically that book helped me to realize that I wasn't really basing my goals on what I believe God has placed in my life, like the skill sets and the purpose of why I'm supposed to even be here, which I'm an encourager, I'm a lover, I'm a healer, I serve. It wasn't really connected to my goals. Like, it wasn't connected. So I remember one day I was meditating, and some of that rice fell, sorry. And I remember God saying, like, Colette, you can get the house. You know that, right? Like, you can build a business. You know that, right? Like, you already have that skill set. You have it within you. But I want you to look a little deeper at what you think your goals should be for this year. So, okay, you didn't talk, that's for sure. Having a hard time. But it's on. So I started to look deeper, and I realized that my purpose had nothing to do with my goals for 2021. So I had to tear down the vision board, like tear it down, like I threw it out. And it had stuff like buy a house, how many rooms, da 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 da. Let's go on. But this year, I believe God wants me to be focused on my purpose. Like the things that He's planted in me, He wants to see it like come to fruition. How are we going to do this, Colette? And I feel like this year God has been dealing with the things I've been trying to avoid. So I'll tell you what I mean. I will avoid any type of confrontation as much as possible. I would rather assume what's happening than ask questions. And I read this book again. I'm going to say it again, the Four Agreements. And one of the agreements it are is are is are whatever. One of the agreements are do not assume. And so I've been practicing not to assume. I think that was a great agreement because I feel like if I'm going to do business, I have to have confidence in myself. If I am not going to ask questions and I'm going to just assume the answer, then that means I don't have enough confidence in myself to present myself in a manner where I can get my thoughts across and I can be heard and be taken seriously. So God's like, yeah, like you can get the house, you can get the business, but how are you going to maintain that stuff? Your voice for so long has been crippled because you're afraid of confrontation, and really you shouldn't be afraid of confrontation. You should be comfortable with asking questions and asserting yourself and being confident in who you are. So those really tough business transactions you may have to go through, you'll be able to get through them. But if you're going to like pigeonhole yourself and not ask the right questions or not set boundaries, and you won't be able to make better decisions for you and your family. So I feel like God is dealing with me in that sense, more like a character building for 2021, so that the goals behind me that I'm gonna put on this board can like come to pass. Because you can put all those ideas up on the board, but your character building, skill set building, if you don't build those bad boys, all those things on the board is gonna just be on the board. You need discipline. And you need confidence. And so I've changed how I'm doing things for 2021. I have a dear sister who I talk to every other week. She keeps me accountable. And not in a sense, she is my confidence coach. She's helped me a lot with she actually put me on the book that nearly it mashed me up completely. But she's helped me like get to where I am today, get me back on my feet to YouTubing and like being a positive person and having that presence on social media, and really tapping into the light in me, which is God, so I can give it back to the world, you know. So I'm taking a different direction, and I've realized deeply that my level of success, purpose is connected to God, period. Like if that line is chopped, I'm going to be walking aimlessly in circles. And honestly, at 34, I am over it. Like I'm over walking around in circles a million times. And now, like, I just want to get it right. And even if I don't have all the answers in the next how many years, I just want to be confident, like, in the direction that I'm going. So I didn't even mean to get this deep. Seriously, sorry. But yeah, the vision board 2021 is really about sighting, if that make any kind of sense, seeing myself, my character, what I bring to the table, who am I? One thing that Yendi Phillips said, like big up Yendi, she said something in one of her interviews. I think it was with Oliver Samuels, if you know anything about Jamaican culture or anything like that. She said, I'm pretty confident in myself and my capabilities. That struck me like lightning because I can't tell when last I've been able to say that about myself confidently. And I said, yeah, that is something that I want to work on. Because you can be a business owner, you can be a teacher, you can be a lawyer, but your confidence and the ability to be confident in your abilities, if that makes any sense, plays a huge role in how you propel and move forward in your success. And it allows your purpose to illuminate. And people want to be connected to that. So that's where I'm going for 2021, guys. That's Vision 2021. So rebranding. I'm totally rebranding everything. And I'm so happy for it. I'm so, like, I feel good to be connected to, like, something that makes sense. Because for so many years, I just could not put my finger on it. I always was a community-based person. I've always loved my people, like traveling, Black history, and all these things, but I couldn't put my finger on how I was going to serve in that capacity. So it feels great to be here. Anyway, this video is not going to be long, and honestly, my watch is getting cold. So thank you for joining me for another YouTube video. And yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to start again. That is the purpose. If you really want to know, like, why you're here, what's your purpose, you may have to start over and over and over and again until you get it right, or at least close to it. And that's okay. That's okay, because however you want to live the rest of your life, you're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. And don't be afraid. God has something great for you. That purpose that He's putting you is something that, like, trust me, it's great. And you know it. There's a lot of us, we sink under pressure because life is happening. But if you give yourself the chance to excel, you will excel. You'll do well. I just encourage you to connect with the light. Connect with God. Simple. All right. Anyway, peace. Love you. And see you soon. Bye.